back to my channel. It's your girl Shayna Renee, and we are back for another video. But before we get into today's video, I'm gonna start with this cute try-on haul, and I got a few really cute items from this brand called DIYANU, and I'm really excited to share everything that I got with them because they sent me some really cute pieces. So first things first, I have on this super cute outfit. So it comes separately, but of course I had to put it on as a set because it just matches perfectly. So this is a really cute crop top, and I have the matching shorts. I love the pink, I love the orange. I feel like it really pops on my skin. I'm wearing all items in a size small for your reference. If there is a different size, I'll be sure to let you guys know. But you guys can get all items on their site and save an extra 15% off using the code Shayna15. We love to save when we can. So let me know what you guys think about this first outfit. And of course, thank you DIYANU for sponsoring this portion of today's video. And let me show you guys the next outfit. I really just want to keep this one on because it's just like super cute. It's giving all the summer vibes, and we love that. So let's get into the next outfit. Okay guys, next up they sent me this really cute romper. I love the blue and white vibe. This is like a really cute outfit to wear in Greece, if I do say so myself. I really always just feel like blues and whites are like a Grease vibe, but this is also in a size small. It's really good material. The quality is 10 out of 10. It's a nice airy feel to it. It's really lightweight, so you can definitely, you know, not get too hot in this material. Yeah, it's just a really cute basic romper. The print is super cute. You know, it has a nice traditional African prints, and they are an African brand. So if you guys want to tap in, make sure you guys check the description box for all information and the links to their website so you guys can shop these looks. If you guys like rompers, I definitely suggest getting your hands on this. I haven't had a romper in so long, so I'm really excited to have this in my closet for the summer. Really cute. Okay, last item is this really long dress. This is definitely tall girl friendly, so for all the tall girls that have been looking for a super long dress, this dress goes all the way down past my feet. I am 5'1" for anyone's reference. This is a size small, but this dress was like pretty big on me, so I had to tie it in a different way, but I'll leave a picture up on the screen for your reference on how it is supposed to be tied. But I definitely had to play with it a little so that it could fit me for this video. This dress also comes in another color, like a cream and green, which is also super pretty, but I was sent the purple. I would have loved to get the green one as well though, but this is the last item for this try-on haul. Once again, thank you DIYANU for sponsoring today's video, and I hope you guys get your pieces. Make sure you guys use my code Shayna15 for 15% off your purchase. All links will be in my description box so you guys can get your hands on these items as well. And yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this portion of the video, and let's get into today's video. I hope you guys enjoy. Bye. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Shayna Renee, and we are back for another video today. So today's video is just going to be like a quick get ready with me. I'm actually just getting ready to shoot content today. I'm not going anywhere, but I'm like, why not just bring you guys with me so I could just get ready to shoot this content. I have a video that I want to film today, so I'm like, why not just get some extra content and answer a few questions that I've been posted on my Instagram like about 2-3 weeks ago. So let's get this content done today, and I'll show you guys how I do my quick get ready with me. No, I'm gonna show you guys how I do my quick get ready with me for a content day makeup, because it's super quick. Like, it's about like a 10-minute routine because I don't do a full face of makeup when I shoot videos for the most part, and how I just curl my hair nice and flowy and effortlessly. And yeah, so make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe for the vibes. And let's just get straight into this video because it's about time I film this, so let's go. So today, like, as much as I want to just answer the questions that I was asked on my Instagram page, I also just want to get into a few different topics as well that I've just been dying to kind of have like a conversation about. And I'm not really gonna say dying, but it's just something that I'm really confused by that has become like a normal thing. And I want to talk about how we are normalizing trends as lifestyles. So I know a lot of you guys probably have heard about the soft life era, the luxury girl era, the clean girl aesthetic. Like, what? Like, our lifestyle should not, your lifestyle, whatever lifestyle that you live, And even if you don't live it, it should not be a trend. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand why this soft life thing, and that's honestly this soft life era or soft life aesthetic or whatever it's called, is something that I really just don't understand. I just can't get with, because to me it honestly makes no sense. Like, what is a soft life? Like, honestly, growing up as a young black woman, we don't even know what a soft life is. Like, we've been so like mentally accustomed to being, I don't want to say aggressive, but like kind of on edge, and it's like people always see us as an aggressor even if we're not, and it causes us to be in situations where we do sometimes have to be aggressive. And it's not that we want to be aggressive, but it's like we've always had to fight for a voice that was taken from us, you know? So I do understand what the girls mean by soft life, but I don't think it should be a trend, something that we're using as a hashtag. I think it's something that we should just be naturally in, like something that is like a journey that you're on, a personal journey to get to a certain mental state so that you can live a better life, but not, oh, I'm living a soft life, you're not, this is my soft life era, and da-da-da. No, like, no, honey, every day should be your soft life era. This is something that you should want to do, not because TikTok says it's acceptable and now it's a trend and now you're making it as your content for likes. Like, I just don't like that. So one thing I would say too, I feel like TikTok, and I love TikTok as an app to, you know, express yourself or whatever, but I feel like TikTok makes people think that whatever's trending is just like a social norm. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, even the that girl trend, like, you know, like, why is it a trend? Like, I understand if you want to say, hey, I'm that girl, but it's like, why is being that girl waking up at 6 a.m. and having a coffee and da-da-da-da? Like, why can't everybody's version of being that girl be something different? Because me, I don't wake up at 6 a.m. That's too early for me. I need to be up at least by, let's say 9 o'clock, you know, 8, 9 o'clock I could do. But 6 a.m. it's like I'm still on my third dream. You know what I'm saying? So it's like these norms, well, these trends are starting to become norms where people feel like their regular day-to-day life is like not good enough, you know? And it's like, I don't think it's cool, and I don't know, like, I don't think people are realizing how these trends could really possibly affect somebody's mental state. Because like I said, like, you might think, okay, I'm waking up at 11 p.m. in the day, when maybe that's what probably suits your lifestyle. You might have an overnight job. You know what I'm saying? So it's just different things. Everybody lives a very different life, and everybody's version of a luxurious life or a soft life or the that girl era or whatever you want to call it is always going to be different. So never think that you have to see a video on YouTube or TikTok or Instagram and feel like you have to follow suit and live a life like what an influencer is promoting. Because honestly, a lot of times things are just done for content purposes, and like I said, like, a lot of things have become trends these days, so nothing is really like genuine. Like, people are just making content to get likes at this point, and I just realized like a lot of the girlies are just eating it up and thinking that this is what life is, and in reality everybody has their own version of life. So that's something I just wanted to start the conversation off with, because I've been thinking about that a lot. Like, why is everything a trend? Like, just live your life. Be who you are. Like, don't let these girls tell you that you gotta eat avocado toast and green tea, matchas, or whatever. Like, I mean, I love a matcha. I do love matchas, but I hate avocado toast. I don't like it, and it's also because I'm partially like allergic to avocado. Like, it's a mild allergy, but even when I tasted it, I'm just like, this has no taste. Like, I don't get the hype surrounding avocado toast. But to the girls that do like it, okay, great, but don't make people make you think like you're supposed to eat this because of the look. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't ever have nobody thinking that you have to change who you are to fit a certain trend. Like, never. Just do what you want to do what makes you happy, and just continue to do that. I'm doing these curls like really anyway, like, because I just want it to be like soft and flowy. I don't want them to be tight curls, and I'm not curling the ends. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention because I just went like on a little rant, but I'm not curling the ends. I'm kind of just holding it here and then twisting it out and then pulling it out at the bottom. So it's like straight at the bottom, but it's still like a wave. So yeah, this side is pretty much done getting curled. And I've actually, this is a U-part wig, guys. I mentioned it in my last vlog. Well, actually 2 vlogs ago by the time you guys watch this. And I've really been enjoying the effortless curl type of look with like my leave out. I feel like it's way more natural. Like, I haven't worn a wig since like Valentine's Day, and I don't see myself going back to wigs anytime soon unless I have to like give my leave out a break. And in the times that I give my leave out a break, I think I'll just do like ponytails or like a half up, half down, or like some braids, because I don't know, I just like the natural, you know, messy kind of effortless look a little bit more. It's just, you know, way easier, less maintenance. And one thing about a wig only lasts a week. Like this, in 2 days it'll be like 2 weeks since I've had this installed, and like it still looks so good. Like, especially after I finish curling it, it's gonna look like I just stepped out the salon. So let's get into a few questions that I've gotten from the questions that I posted on my Instagram. First question is advice on creating content for YouTube. So this is something I've talked about previously with in like previous question and answer videos, or even just like throughout like my blogs. I definitely touched on this topic. My advice when it comes to like creating content for YouTube is just, for one, like kind of just finding your niche. And if you're not a niche based person just yet, just do your content like on your lifestyle, like whatever you do on your day-to-day, record that. Like, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna find some type of target audience that, you know, has similar interests just like you. I know a lot of people feel like, and I struggled with this as well, like, oh, what I'm doing is not interesting enough, da 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 da. And the reason why you have that mindset is because of all the trending things that take place on social media. So you feel like your lifestyle is just not gonna like generate an audience, and that's not true. Like, at first before I even started doing vlogs, I didn't want to do vlogs, because when I was living in New York, every day in New York I would just go to my office that I had out there, ship orders, just work, and I would go to work in like sweats every day, just looking like, you know, ready for work. And I just didn't think anybody would want to see that. And then one day, like this was during the pandemic, I'm like, you know what? I don't want to kind of record me being in the house all day during the pandemic, because at the time I was still living with my parents. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to do a video of me shipping my orders in my office. I did 2 videos like that. They both performed really well. And I was like, oh wow, people actually are interested in seeing you like work. So based on that, I just kind of made more videos like that. And that's when I started getting into like my daily vlogs and whatever. And if you do watch my daily vlogs, I just kind of take you guys with me on whatever I'm doing. And half the time I'm not really even doing anything. Like, honestly, I'm just, you know, performing my day-to-day tasks. But don't ever think that nobody doesn't enjoy what you're putting out. You're gonna find your audience. And one thing I would say is, in the beginning of your YouTube content stages, like where I'm at now, and possibly, obviously, whoever asked me this question, you probably are not creating yet. So in your very, very beginning stages, just treat your YouTube content like your favorite Netflix series. And I always tell people this, like, you know when you first start watching a show on Netflix, and it's like you probably caught it, you know, when they had all the episodes up or whatever, and now when the season's over, it's like you're dying to get like another episode. Like, you don't want to wait. You wish like the second season was already posted. So basically, like, What I mean by that is treat your content like a Netflix series that people love and keep putting out your content. Be consistent, keep posting, because people are waiting for you to drop your videos, and that's something that I had to realize. Because even when I read my comments from you guys in my YouTube comments, and I read all of my comments, I try to respond to all of you guys as often as I can. I normally respond as soon as like I drop the video, because I just love reading the comments from you guys. So people are waiting for you to drop content. So when you drop your content, I realize that my content really makes somebody's day. And until you realize that people are actually very interested in what you're posting, you're gonna just say, you know what, let's create this content and make a video. Like, even this morning, like, I didn't plan on making this video while I did my hair and my makeup. I was just gonna do my hair and my makeup and just, you know, keep it pushing on to the next thing and create that other video. But I'm like, you know, I haven't talked to you guys in a while and done a get ready with me in a few weeks, so why not just do it? So I'm actually happy that I ended up coming on camera today and speaking with you guys. So that's my advice. Just doing you and doing you best, and just making content out of that, and eventually you'll find your niche, and then you can like kind of branch off into something separately. Okay guys, so my second question is, what advice do you have for a newly single girl in her 20s? So I have a lot of advice for that. So before during the pandemic and everything, I had a boyfriend, and in 2020, like, you know, we broke up or whatever, and then I just started like dating, and because I was at a point where I felt like I just didn't date. Like, I've always had a boyfriend since I was younger. Like high school, I've had a boyfriend. College, I had a boyfriend. End of college, I had a boyfriend going into my adult years. So I just felt like I never had a moment of like getting to know people. Like, and when I say getting to know people, I got to know people in my younger stages. Like I said, high school, college. I need to know people and learn people where I am now as a woman. Because the guys I probably would have picked, or the guys that I picked back in the day, might not be the same guys I'm interested in now. So I had to tell myself, you know, we have to take a moment to learn ourselves and what we want out of a relationship now in our 20s. And I feel like being single is the perfect time to figure out what you want, like what you're interested in, what kind of music you like, what type of activities you like. So like, if you meet a guy and he's not stepping to you with these things that you want, you're not even going to tolerate any of his crap. You're gonna just say, okay, next. You're not giving me what I want. I'm not gonna sit and settle in a situation where I know I can be getting more out of a situation. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if we don't take our time, or take time to be single and learn ourselves, I feel like you're always gonna settle for whatever a man gives you, because you don't know what you want yourself. So until you take that time to really learn yourself, you're never going to be the best possible version of yourself for anyone else. So that's my advice for being single in your 20s. Just learning yourself, taking yourself on solo dates, figuring out what you want out of a relationship before you just settle for any relationship given to you, and just growing. And, you know, I feel like a lot of people don't know how to be like by themselves, like single or alone. Like, some people fear their own, like, I don't want to say their own attention, but like being literally by themselves. And it's not that you're lonely, but some people just can't even sit in a room and just sit with themselves until you master that. And that's something that I'm still learning, because I'm not going to sit here and act like I've mastered it all, because I'm still learning exactly what I want and exactly who I am right now, as well as just also learning how to be alone. Because like I told you guys, I've always had a boyfriend. So imagine like always having a boyfriend and then going into dating. It's just like a whole separate thing. Like, when you're in a relationship with somebody, well, a good man, 9 times out of 10, he's going to treat you right and do A, B, and C. I'm not talking about a decent man. I'm talking about a good man, right? Now, if you start dating a guy, like, he doesn't owe you no loyalty. He doesn't owe you anything. You know what I'm saying? So, quick intermission. I just got an email from my leasing office that I had a large party at my pool 2 days ago. I didn't even go to the pool 2 days ago, so I'm gonna have to go to my building and talk about that. But let's continue with these questions because they kind of just threw me off. Like, they told me I have a lease violation for what? I didn't even go to the pool, and I definitely didn't have no party. So next question. So I think this next question kind of goes really well with the first question I got. Somebody asked me, what is it like dating as a girl boss? And I guess you guys are talking about like as me and who you guys perceive me to be. So for me personally, I think dating for me is so much more challenging than how it was like when I was like younger. I'm trying to, Bentley, are you trying to get in here? I'm trying to like curve my hair in the front so I could like, you know. But yeah, it's so much different now. Like when I was younger in college and stuff like that, like I didn't have, girl, I don't want to say I didn't have no standards, but if you was cute, I would date you. Like if you was cute, you was getting a little, you know, a little coin, and you could take me out to eat, movies, little stuff like that, I liked you. You know, now as an adult where we have like real life problems, bills, stuff like that, it's not as easy. So I feel like my standards have became like so much higher. I want different stuff. Like I'm more serious, I'm more intentional about what I want. And you know, not every guy that I meet is gonna give me all the things that I require right now. Like they might give me a portion, they might give me like a little bit of everything, a little bit of something, but not everything. They might not check all the boxes, because you know, in your 20s, like guys are just like trying to like live their best life, have fun. And it's like the guys that do actually know what they want to do with you, they might not be able to afford moving to the next step or doing certain stuff, because everybody in their 20s, as much as nobody wants to talk about it, we're still trying to figure shit out. Nobody got this shit completely, like nobody has the cheat code of life, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody's still trying to figure out how to be an adult. Like we've never done this before. Like being in your 20s, you're still learning, like living alone, dating, paying bills, cooking, like all these things are stuff that we never had to do living with our parents or while being teenagers. So it's definitely like a big shift that everybody's trying to understand. So like I said, like when I do date guys, like, well, when I started my single journey or whatever, my main goal was to kind of just date guys for fun, and it was kind of like no strings attached, you know? Why is Bentley working like this? Anyway, it was like no strings attached during my dating stage because Bentley! It was like no strings attached during my dating stage because I already had a boyfriend for like a certain amount of time. So it's like when I was trying to date new guys, it was like, I ain't trying to settle down. Like, let's have fun. Let's go take a trip. Let's go explore. I want to live my best life right now, you know? And of course, while you're dating people, you do catch feelings. Like, I'm not a robot. Like, I'm going to catch a feeling or two. But at the same time, unless you're like tied down and it's like you're my man, I'm not going to give you certain privileges like I would give somebody that I'm in a committed relationship, you know? So I'm just going here with my NARS foundation. So I just feel like when you're dating as somebody who I guess you could consider somebody that knows what they want. Like, okay, how do I break this down? Guys know when a female has standards, okay? And guys also know like when you're a female that they could play with versus a female that, okay, she's not going for that. Because guys know, like, listen, I have a lot of guy friends and they tell me, like, Shayna, you intimidate these guys. Like, I'd be like, what? Like, I never thought I was, like, an intimidating person because I don't see myself as that. But, like, my guy best friend always tells me, like, girl, these niggas, I don't want to use that word, these men are intimidated. And it's just like, I'm just showing up as myself, being who I am. And honestly, if it intimidates a certain type of man, then honestly, you're just not for me. So I just say continue to be a girl boss, continue to be who you are, and don't dim your light for anybody, because the right person will attract to you and give you exactly what you want. And we don't got time to be settling in this life. Not at all, okay? Not at all. We don't have time to settle. Like, if he's not going to give you what you want, then he don't want you. Because a man that wants you is going to provide the best, to the best of his ability, because I'm not saying he can give you every single thing, but nobody's perfect. You can't give a man every single thing that you probably think that, you know, that he needs. This is a really good question. Somebody asked, what's today's biggest turnoff in men? Oh, I could give you guys a list. I feel like men these days don't really know how to court women and let a woman be a woman, you know? I feel like this is why a lot of females end up in relationships where they feel like they still have to operate in their masculine energy. And I feel like there's sometimes with dating too, because like a lot of guys, I don't know, I don't want to say like a lot of guys operate in feminine energy, but to an extent it's kind of just like these guys are like the new bad bitches. Like, I dated this one guy before, oh my god, where it's like, I'm into fashion, right? But he was like super obsessed with it. And I wouldn't say like obsessed with it in a passionate way. His approach was more like, oh, he's trying to just be the star of the show and get complimented on an outfit because his friends just know him for like dressing up and looking good or whatever, right? So it's like we would go shopping together, and this man, I swear to you guys, he would go straight to the men's section. And that's something that I've never experienced before, because with the guys that I had as boyfriends, and this is when you know and how you can determine your, you know, your talking stage with somebody versus somebody you would take serious. Pay attention to the red flags, please. Please pay attention. He would run straight to the men's section, ask me, oh my god, like, do you like this outfit? Like, basically ask me to style him in outfits or whatever. And it's like, when we would go to the women's section, it would just be like, he's not interested, he's in his phone, like, just doesn't care about, like, the outfits that I like. It's just more about him. So, for me, I was never used to that, because it's kind of just like, what are you doing? Like, most guys that I know, they don't like shopping, and if they do shop, it's like they know exactly what they're going in the store for, and okay, we're looking for this and this is that, we're out of here. But with him, it was like, oh no, let's play dress up. I'm not even gonna put on any contour because this is a light beat, so we don't even need all that. Hold on, let me clean my beauty blender and I'll be right back. Yeah, so like that's something I was not used to. I was just like really like thrown off by the whole thing too, because it's just like, did we really just come into a store and he just ran straight to the men's section? And as we just continue to like get to know each other and date a little more, it's something that he would always do. So I'm like, okay, it wasn't a first time thing. This is just his thing, you know? And it was just like really weird for me. And it was also like times, like if you guys are from New York, you guys know, like, all right, during the pandemic, this is for my New York people because I don't know what they were doing in your particular city. But for my New Yorkers, Brooklyn, Queens, I don't know what they was doing in the Bronx, but I think they was doing it in the Bronx, Harlem. I think all in New York, whatever. Everybody was like hiring photographers to take their pictures. Like everybody was having professional shoots or whatever. That was like a big thing. Like it's still a big thing now, but the pandemic, everybody was having a photo shoot. Like guys was going to get fly, going to get outfits just to take pictures, like, and post it on Instagram. So I will never forget, it was one time, I was living in Atlanta already at the time, and I went out to New York to like visit him and whatever. It's like around Easter time or whatever. And he hired one of my friends, which is a photographer, to shoot, and I'm really close to that guy, whatever. Not really close, but we're pretty cool, whatever. And before the shoot, me and the photographer like were like talking on Instagram or whatever, and he was like, oh, like, are you gonna be shooting today? I'm like, yeah, I think so, da da da. But it wasn't really in my head like that, because I didn't really care to shoot because I didn't have one like a particular outfit. But speaking of this, it's like the same scenario. Like, we styled his outfit. Like, I helped put his outfit together. And now he went to take pictures that same weekend for the shoot. So we went to get the sneakers, the shirt, the whole outfit. Put on the whole outfit so he could get his picture on Instagram, right? So he takes the pictures and everything. And at the end of the shoot, it's like he's ready to go. Like, it's not even like, oh, Shani, you gonna get some pictures. It's like, okay, I'm done. That's it. And it's like, boy, like, you think you a bad bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, once again, red flag. So, that's, like, one of my biggest turn-off with men these days. Like, them thinking that they're, like, the center of attention. When really, in reality, guys, you need to make your woman the center focus. Because people, your woman is a reflection of you. You get what I'm saying? And that brings me to this topic, because I felt like a lot of guys would date me too, because I was kind of just like already put together. Like, ain't no guy could come around me and say they made me and I'm this and oh, she got this because of me. No, that's not what it was ever given. I come as I am. It's either you're gonna add, but when you leave, nothing's ever going to subtract. Things are still going to continue. So no guy could come around me and ever say that, oh, I did this for her and she only got this because of me. It was never given that. So, like, one thing I would say, ladies, when you are dating these guys, make sure you come correct in the situation, and make sure whenever he leaves your situation, he can't flex on you. Because that's one thing, like I said, I have a lot of guy friends. That's one thing that guys take pride in, and it's so sad. They really be like, oh, well, I bought her that bag, and since we broke up, she never got another bag or another this or another that. So make sure you about your shit, and you stay about your shit, and make sure you flex on him, because they can't wait to see you fail. Like, these guys, their ego is just like so, it's ridiculous. This is the Mocha Mommy bronzer that I always tell you guys about by Fenty Beauty. That's what I'm going in with right now. And let me look for another question for you guys. Okay, next question, guys, is would you be with someone if they are not financially where you are but everything else is there? So this is a really good question, because this is something that I've been thinking about a lot recently. Like, okay, and let me break it down, because money is not everything. Because I've been in situations with dudes that have money, but they don't feed my soul. So what I mean by that is a lot of these guys could be eye candy, but not soul food. Like, some of these guys don't care or give a shit about nothing you do, because 9 times out of 10, they trying to flex for the next female or the next man. And that's just the honest truth about this shit. Like, y'all probably like, girl, what are you talking about? No, like, these guys are really, like, putting on a show for other guys. Like, 9 times out of 10, it doesn't matter. You don't matter. Like, you matter. Like, to an extent. Like, if you find a real ninja with money, he might really, like, you know, treat you like a princess, really care about you. But then it wouldn't even be about his money, because it's like he really genuinely cares about you. But a lot of these guys with money, like, it's like they're always looking for, like, the next best thing, because it's like they feel like they have so many options. And if you guys don't realize, like, a lot of these guys honestly really end up very single once they get older. No real family core values. Like, it's just still trying to, like, be young, you know? So what I did, a guy that has everything else, and I guess what you guys, what the person who asked this question, I would assume when you say everything else, you mean like he's like a provider. Might not be financially, but he could be an emotional provider. He could probably cook. He could probably support you in many other ways. He could be a big support to you. Like, this person could probably be really good for your mental health. Like, don't think that somebody providing to you only has to be money. Like, people provide a lot of things to different people in many different ways. So it's something that I would definitely consider. Like, obviously, eventually I would want the man that I'm dealing with to be, you know, financially there, because why not? But it really just depends on the relationship you have with this person, because like I said, you could have somebody with so much money that you think you love, but this person could be cheating on you, stressing you out, not making you feel loved, not making you feel beautiful, not even complimenting you, just making everything about themselves. And you might think you're happy with like the gifts that they give you, but that only gives you temporary fulfillment. And some person that might not have the financial things, but they cook for you, they rub your feet, they compliment you, they make you feel loved, beautiful, like you feel safe with this person. Like I said, there's eye candy and there's soul food. There's soul food. Like there's something that looks good and might make someone think that this is an amazing thing, and this person might think that they want this. But there's the other thing that actually feels good. It makes you feel happy. It makes you radiate. Being around good people like that love you, you radiate as a person. Like you feel that shit on the inside. Versus like somebody that just gifts you and treats you good, like not treats you good, but just gifts you to shut you up. It's like you're not really radiating, because on the inside it's like you're stressed, you're depressed, you're like heartbroken, like you're not getting the fulfillment that you want. Gifts are not enough. Like gifts is great, don't get me wrong, like I love a gift. Like I love a good gift. I'm joking. But at the same time, make sure whatever you want in your relationship, because some people probably just want gifts. That might be your love language. But just make sure whoever you're dealing with suits your love language. And of course, finances are very important. Nobody wants to bum. Make sure the guy that you're dealing with, if he is not financially stable, guy or girl, whatever, make sure they're taking steps on a daily basis to get to where they need to be in life, because we don't want nobody around us that's lazy either. That's just not what we want. So all these things are definitely taken into consideration as well. So date what feels right, be with somebody that you love, and be with somebody that treats you right, and that's really all that matters. And you guys could build up to the next stage of your life together. So somebody asked me, what do you think about sex on the first night? So I've never done that before, and I've had conversations with guys about this actually recently. Like this one guy I gave my number, and I should have never gave him my number, but he was like texting me. No, we were on FaceTime I think, and he was just like, oh, like you like never had a one-night stand or sex with somebody on the first night that you just met? Because he was basically telling me that his girlfriend, his ex-girlfriend, when he met her, like he met her in the club and they had sex on the first night. And I'm like, oh wow, like she's, shout outs to her, like she's dope for that, but it could never be me. And he was like, what? Like, what do you mean? Da, 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 da. Like, I thought that was cool that she did that. And I felt like he was trying to have this conversation with me to like try to convince me like that's what I should do with him. And it's like, that's not my personality. Like, I don't just give my body to anyone, because I feel like soul ties are very real. Like, I don't care what nobody says, that shit is real. So it's like, I have to really see something in you, and I have to really like you to give you my body. You know what I'm saying? I can't just do that. Like, if don't get me wrong, like, there's guys that I've dated and it's like, it didn't probably take a really long time, you know, but not the first night. Like, I got a first night, and I'm not saying never say never, but I've never done that. So, I don't think anything's wrong with it, because to each his own. But for me personally, that's just something that I've never done and never thought about doing, because 9 times out of 10 when I first meet a guy, it's just like, what you gonna do for me before I do that for you? Like, that's how I think. I'm not gonna lie. When it comes to dating guys, I wanna see how you coming, you know? Because my mom always told me, like, you gotta make sure a guy likes you way more than you like him in order for the relationship to work. Like, if you like a guy more and he not treating you the way you want to be treated, just pack up the relationship now, because he don't like you like that. When a guy really likes you, like, he will do anything. When I tell you anything for you, like, a lot of y'all and a lot of females, and I see it happen all the time, stay in situations with guys because it's like you're trying to make it work, when in reality, guys are so simple. And I'm saying this because I've had both. I've had the guy that I liked more. He liked me, but I liked him more. It didn't work out. And I've had the situation with guys that just liked me so much, and it's like I like them too, but I know they like me more, and I could get this man to do anything for me. So guys are very simple. You just gotta find the right guy. So my makeup is basically done, but I've seen that a lot of you guys ask me for this question, is like how to make friends as an adult. And honestly, that is a very good question, because honestly, making friends as an adult is not like making friends like when we were younger in high school and stuff like that. I don't work a job. Well, this is a job. What I'm doing is a job. So, but when I did work jobs, I used to make friends from my work. So I feel like wherever you are at work, I know some people don't like making friends with their co-workers, but I feel like if this is a place that you're going to on a daily basis, it's kind of like, why not make friends with some of the people there? Shit, when I was working at certain jobs, I used to have my friends, oh, I'm running late, can you clock in for me? Like, what? Like, y'all are crazy. Y'all need to make friends with these people at your job. Like, now, okay, when I first moved to Atlanta, like 2 years ago, that's crazy. July 2020 is when I moved to Atlanta. It's about to be July 2022. That's crazy. When I first moved to Atlanta, I didn't have no friends like that out here. Like, I did have a friend that already lived in Atlanta, and you know, we were friends for a little while. We aren't really close now because she's just a weirdo. But now after 2 years of being here, I've been making friends, meeting people, and they are like, you know, we all do like similar things as far as like making content. And I also have friends that don't make content, but like we have a good time when we go out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to have friends for every vibe, of course. But my advice for making friends, hold on, I need to answer the question. Just be you, be yourself, and attract the people that you would want in your life. Like, be a good person to attract good people. I think that's like the #1 thing about friendships for me, at least. Like, when I made friends when I was in New York, it was kind of just like, okay, we all went to the same school, or we worked the same job, or we all had mutual friends, so we met like at a party. Like, we kind of all grew up in like the same hood, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it was easier. Like, but now being an adult on a day-to-day basis, it's like you might meet a girl at somebody's birthday dinner, or you might meet a girl in the club that you just happen to click really well with. And my hair looks so bomb right now, like I can't stop looking. Like, what? But Blink Beauty here, by the way, links will be in the description box. But just merge with people that go with your vibe, you know? Like, I never try to please anybody for a friendship. I show up as myself. I be myself. It's either you attract to it and you like it, or you don't. And if you don't, that's fine. That just means that you're not the person for me, and that's totally fine. Like, it's okay to have hiccups in friendships. I don't want everybody to feel like friendships are just supposed to be, especially when you're making friends. Like, you might meet somebody and you guys might be good for a few weeks, and after a few weeks you guys might not be as cool, because it's like maybe you realize, okay, this is not the friend that I want. I don't really relate to this person, and that's totally fine. So yeah, I just feel like make friends at work just to start. They'll invite you out, then you could probably meet a friend from them that might be a better friend for you. That's just my advice, because I don't know, y'all. I don't go out looking for friends. Like, I just go out, show up as myself. I'm honestly what I consider to be a pretty funny person. Like, and it's not, and I don't know if that sounds weird, but I would be funny. Like, I really be having people weak. So I make little jokes and I make people laugh, and I feel like people like being around me because I make them laugh. Like, I don't know. So just be yourself, show up as yourself, and hopefully you guys find the tribe that you need. But this is all for today's Get Ready With Me. I wish I could have answered more questions, but your girl has to go film another video. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys like my final look. This is my quick beat for when I'm creating content. I don't know if you guys paid attention, but I did not do my eyebrows. I just threw on some foundation, threw on some concealer. I did not even do a cream contour, just powder contour. and some bottom mascara with some very light lipstick. And this is just my clean, fresh look, and I just did soft waves on my hair. The ends are like pretty straight, and this is my hair for today. And yes, we're gonna create some content today, and hopefully I get some pictures other than this video that I'm recording, and hopefully you guys see it on my Instagram. So make sure you guys follow me on all my social platforms as well, which will be also linked in my description box. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.